Because of the nature of the environment the EGA operates in and the composition of exhaust gases analysed, your EGA will require periodic servicing. This is to ensure accurate and reliable measurement of your boiler's stack emissions. And this emissions data is used to obviously report your emissions, but also feeds in directly with the MM's combustion trim function. Now, this trim function will modulate your burner's air damper or the burner's combustion air fan VFD when your stack emissions deviate from commissioned levels. Therefore, it's imperative that the readings that the EGA measure in the stack are reliable and accurate. If your exhaust gases contain excessive moisture or dust, we do recommend the use of an external particulate filter. We typically see this with heavy oil applications. Now, this filter will help protect against any condensation flooding within the EGA and help protect the internal components from unnecessary damage. Now, if your EGA is going to be installed in an environment that's got particularly poor conditions or in a particularly warm or cold climate, we do recommend the use of an environmental enclosure. Now, your local technology centre can provide more information on this. Depending which fuels you're burning and your site conditions, the recommended EGA service interval can change. Now, typically for natural gas, we would recommend getting your EGA serviced every 12 to 18 months, but if you're burning oil, this reduces down to every 6 to 12 months. A standard service includes replacement of your O2, CO and NO electrochemical cells, plus your pump, your fan, your inlet filter and internal filter, plus full cleaning and testing of your EGA. To prepare your EGA for service, you need to disable the EGA from option 12 in the MM, switch off the power and isolate the power to the EGA, remove your power cable and data cable from underneath the EGA, and then unplug your thermocouple and sample line connector from the top of your EGA. Now, you can leave these hanging, but you may want to plug up the bottom of your sample line just to stop any dirt from entering. Finally, there are 4 mounting nuts, 2 on either side. Unscrew these and you can lift off your EGA. Now that you've removed your EGA, we strongly recommend using the original box that your EGA came in for optimum protection during shipping. If you don't have your original box, your local Autoflame Tech Centre can provide you with one. It's also beneficial for our repair engineers if you give the EGA a quick wipe down to clear any dust. Before placing the EGA in its box, remove the tube from between your chiller block and your drain solenoid to prevent the EGA from flooding. You can use a rag to absorb any moisture that was built up in the chiller block, tubing and the drain solenoid. Your EGA sampling probe can also be removed from the stack and shipped back to us for service, preferably in its original packaging too. You may need to cap the hole in the stack. Now, once received, we will clean your probe, inspect your thermocouple, replace your probe filter and your blue tubing. However, we can supply the blue tubing and the probe filter to your local technology centre for on-site replacement. If you are sending your external particulate filter back to us, we also recommend using the original packaging. You can see these devices feature a glass cylinder when, if struck, can smash in transit. Now you can liaise with your local Autoflame Technology Centre to get your EGA sent back for service. If you are a US or Canadian customer, your EGA will be shipped back to our US office, Autoflame USA, in Wichita, Kansas. If you're based in China, your EGA will be shipped back to our tech centre in Shanghai, and for all other EGAs around the world, they'll be shipped back for service to the UK office in Biggin Hill.